And then a few months later, the weekend was coming up again, and I said, "Hey, Paul, it's Friday night. Want to go out?" He said, "No, I met somebody." I was like, "What? What'd you meet?" And the person he met was Jeannie. And so I've had the privilege of watching Paul and Jeannie's relationship grow. It's grown from the uncertain first coffee meets bagel dates to the deep and unwavering love they have now. Jeannie have had such an impact on Paul. Paul has always been a hard worker and perfectionist, going the extra mile just to get everything 100% right. But now he just wants to get everything done as quickly as possible, just so he can spend more time with you.
In just a few minutes, we will be married. So many emotions and thoughts go through my mind when I think about our beginning to where we are now. Reflecting on that, I know for a fact that His love is absolutely evident, His grace is incredible, and His patience for my lack of patience is so humbling. Ever since I dreamed about my future husband, I always wondered what he would look like, where we'd meet, and if he would like me as much as I liked him. There came a point where I thought I would never find you, and it hurt to feel alone, despite all the prayers I prayed. Never did I expect my future husband, who stands in front of me now, to be someone who not just adores me, selflessly cares for me, takes the time to pray for me, but someone who loves every bit of me, especially when I am only me.
You remember one of our first trips together to Portland in October of last year, a mere 4 months into our relationship? We celebrated our first birthday together, my birthday.
Last night, I read every single card you wrote me in order. Already 1 month in, you titled the card To New Beginnings, as if you knew we would be standing here today. And in every card, you shared that it felt like you knew me for so much longer.
I'm usually able to hold those tears back, but I couldn't this time. At the time, I wasn't able to put into words why or how that happened. As a defensive and pessimistic person who's becoming more defensive by the day, tears are something that I refuse to let anybody see streaming down my face. I lived life this way for as long as I can remember. No one will ever have the satisfaction of knowing they made me cry. But it was different with you. You broke down those barriers that moment. You flooded my heart and my very being with love. Will signify how deeply you live within me.
Today marks the first day of our family together, and I feel incredibly blessed to do life with you. I feel so much comfort in your love, so much warmth in your empathy, and so much joy in our time together.
Paul and Jeannie, by virtue of the powers vested in me by the North America Presbytery, the state of California, I am so happy to pronounce you husband and wife. As Jesus said, therefore, what God has joined together, let nothing ever dare separate. Paul, you may now kiss your lovely bride.
Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too.
Mission, Mrs. Paul and Jeannie.
Falling in love with you. Oh,
short years of misery before she was blessed with a younger sister. I remember following her around, wanting to do everything that she did and wanting to wear everything that she did. Hand-me-downs were my absolute favorite. I have very fond memories of us belting out songs rather poorly to keep each other awake during our 5 a.m. drives to ice skating practice. I really miss having sleepovers in each other's dorms and going on foodie adventures in Malibu where she went to college and then doing it all over again in Boston where I went to college. Paul, I do want to say that I truly appreciate how you love my sister. Today, both our families grew a little bit bigger, and I am honored to welcome you into ours. And I am so excited to have an older brother, finally. Love. They say that love is just a word until someone comes along and gives it meaning. Now, I thought I had given that word meaning for my sister. But Paul, when you entered my sister's life and started loving on her with patience, kindness, and gentleness, I began to realize that I had just barely scraped the surface. I pray that the Holy Spirit continues to empower you both with His everlasting and perfect love. Here's to love, forgiveness, and humility ever after. Congratulations. God bless you both. I love you both.